Jeff Goldblum, welcome to the Game Informer Show, sir.
Hanson. You're so nice to do this. Thank you very, 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 very much.
It's so wonderful of you to come by and be involved with Jurassic Park again. What's it like to return to the franchise?
Yeah? I mean, I have the best associations with my early, connection and Mr. Steven Spielberg and those movies, and now I'm back in the saddle.
For Jurassic World Evolution.
I'm back in the saddle for many things, but certainly for the evolution. Yes.
Don't forget about the evolution.
No, I haven't. I couldn't.
So we heard a little bit of your VO in the gameplay we saw so far.
You did?
It sounds good. I'm curious, what is the direction in the booth now compared to what was it like with Spielberg in the early days of filming the original film?
The booth? What do you mean the booth? You mean the direction for the evolution? My
stuff?
Yeah,
for evolution,
compared to what he was doing.
Yes.
Well, it's a different animal a little bit. I'm playing
imagine.
the same character. He, of course, was directing those movies. And I just did the Fallen Kingdom movie directed by J.A. Bayona.
That's right.
There are differences. I don't want to be too inside baseball. Wonderful directors, all of them. The people who did Evolution, wonderful. Steven, of course, a genius, J.A. Bayona. I'll tell you a difference between, Evolution was just my voice.
Yeah.
So, but it was a nice chance to sort of revisit the character, and there were wonderful, smart people working on it and devised little things for me to say in the same vein. They kind of caught the same idea, but to do variations of it. And then when I did the this current movie with J.A. Bayona, I visited the sound stage in London, and they had a big sound system playing big dinosaur sounds for the action sequences when people were supposed to be running away from dinosaurs, and music that was, shook the chair and everything. Back when we did it 25 years ago, Steven Spielberg had a bullhorn, and he went, "Rrr, Jeff, react to this as if it's a dinosaur." Rrr. That's what he was doing. So it's different.
Yeah.
So it's upgraded itself.
How often do you think about how weird it is for the idea of Ian Malcolm to be providing commentary and help for the game, right? So he's trying to coach players through the building of a new Jurassic Park. Shouldn't he just be screaming "Don't do this, you idiot, my friends died"?
Well, yes.
Okay.
You may well say. And you'll see in the game, I'm, a reluctant, helpmate, aren't I? And mentor. I say, I don't know. You say you want to make this park. I was never for the idea of the park anyway. I think I reiterate in some way. And it's still a bad idea. If you're certainly after money-making or using animals, especially once extinct animals, misguidedly reanimated in order to sell tickets to some cheesy entertainment or, heaven forbid, for some militaristic leverage, I don't want to give anything away, then shame on you. But look, for the purpose of the game, you may get a kick out of this. You want to be right there in the park and make the park.
So Ian Malcolm, he's not held prisoner. He's getting a paycheck. So he's like, I'll record this commentary and help people build a new park.
Yeah, certainly nobody makes Ian Malcolm do anything. No, he does all things. And so I think Ian Malcolm has done this so that can sort of lay in some conscience Easter eggs, right? I'll say, go ahead, you young game player. Go ahead, build that park, but watch out.
He's the Jiminy Cricket for the players. Is that the idea?
I'm going to live to be 105. Remember that song?
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah, there was a song in the original where Jiminy Cricket appeared in Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Pinocchio. And sure, he had a song. I think he had a song in that. I'm going to live to be 105.
What's your history with video games? Do you have outside of Jurassic World Evolution, do you have a favorite game of all time, even going back to the arcades? Do you ever play games in your trailers, anything like that?
Skee-ball.
The greatest game ever.
I think so, too. I like skee-ball. Yeah, skee-ball, that's what comes to mind. What else? I'd like to throw a ball and make some clown get dunked in the water.
Ooh, you should check out Steven Spielberg's Boom Block if you like throwing things. He actually produced a game back on the Nintendo Wii, and you could throw stuff. I think you'd really like it.
You're an expert. You know everything about everything.
Thank you.
I'm not surprised about this Mr. Steven Spielberg. He wears many hats, doesn't he?
Very talented bloke.
You ever wear a hat?
Sometimes.
You've got a heck of a head of hair, but I'd like to see you. I'll bet you wear a nice driver's cap.
Ooh, I'll have to wear it more often, I believe. I have a question for you. It's kind of a blast from the past. Do you remember in the PlayStation 1, there was a Lost World video game, and you recorded a secret ending for it? Do you remember this? It's 1 minute long. I have it here. If you want to take a look here,
I always like
sir.
to see footage of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit 90s. I hope you don't mind.
I like everything about the 90s.
Okay, great.
Voice print. Are they seeing it?
Okay, do you remember filming this?
It's on. Hello. If you can hear me, congratulations. Way to go. Way to go. You made it through. You spent all that time, and now you're done. You did it. That's quite an achievement. My gosh, you looked a 20-foot carnivore right in the eye, and you've lived to tell about it. Well, you are something. Thank you for sticking with it, for not giving up. That is really something. Now you know what you should do? Turn the thing off, for heaven's sakes, and go outside. Breathe the air, take a walk, call a member of the opposite sex. You know what I'm talking about. You have a whole life out there. Get the stink blown off you.
Get the stink blown off you said, Jeff.
I made that up.
Turn off. I mean, really.
That's
Okay.
that's an old phrase that my parents in Pittsburgh.
Hello. Okay, I go.
Yeah.
Do you remember
That's
filming
good.
this? Was it
Yes,
on the
I do.
set?
I remember everything. I do remember that. I think that was in Hawaii because we're on a beachfront
Yeah,
there.
right.
And the only time that's during the second movie.
Yeah.
With the great Julianne Moore.
Oh,
and
lovely.
Vince Vaughn.
Lovely.
Yeah. And my daughter, wonderful daughter. I saw her recently. She came to a jazz concert. And
Really?
that actress, yes, she said, "You know who I am?" I went, "Oh my God. Dearest angel." We hugged for what seemed like hours. Yeah, that was something. So anyway, we're there in Kauai once again, and I think, yes, they said, "Hey, what is this?" Video game. Okay, turn the camera on, and I, did my stuff. Get the stink blown off you. I still say that to my young son, Charlie.
It's very good.
I said, that's what my parents used to say. Hey, why don't we go outside and get the stink blown off you? It's a good one.
Does they trust you with the filming to hey, just go, just improvise Ian Malcolm? I assume it wasn't Spielberg behind the camera for that.
He's a little too.
I understand.
I don't. It must not have been. No, somebody must have done that. But yeah, no, people seem to trust me to, extemporize, and I seem to be quick on my feet.
Absolutely. Well, hey, Jeff Goldblum, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it,
Ben,
sir.
I can't thank you enough.
Oh, you're a real hero, man.
The perfect balance of moisture and dryness. A very nice pH balance in that mitt there.
Oh, my heart, Mr. Goldblum. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching this excerpt from the Game Informer Show podcast. You can subscribe to the audio version and listen to new episodes airing every Thursday. We cover big games on the horizon, games that we've just reviewed. We have long-form developer interviews, a lot of fun stuff. So check it out every Thursday.